You made a good move. If you upgraded on the last page, then you've just gone from Jack to Queen. Now here's your chance to say, King me. Now open your eyes. Do you know what that is? It's a table set for kings. And right now, as you watch this, there's an empty seat at that table. One which you only have one chance to fill. And the question is, do you have the guts to own that space? Are you ready to sit in a chair like that? A chair that's velvet, ornate, and is inches away from people who are making more in an hour than you're making in an entire year. Are you ready to sit next to important people? Are you ready to be part of the secrets? Are you ready to join the high council masterminds of the internet? Now, what is the high council? A tough question to answer because only those inside can truly understand. The only way that I can think to even describe it is kind of like a world war. Whether you realize it or you don't, every war actually starts around a round table of a small number of folks who hold the purse strings of power. There are a few nods and a few papers signed, and the war begins. That's the closest explanation I can give you to what it's like to be part of the High Council Mastermind Group. You get to see the internet being reshaped firsthand, not stories passed down from generation to generation in a game of telephone. You get to actually be there as it happens, to be a fly on the wall of the 18 most successful people on the internet. Now allow me to explain. Every year inside of DotComSecrets X, the top 18 money makers meet together in a private location, undisclosed to other members. In fact, most don't know it's even happening, but these 18 are chosen because of the results they're getting, and each of them pays $18,000 to be in that room. And there is only one rule at these mastermind meetings, that there are no secrets in the mastermind. What happens in these meetings is something that happens nowhere else. Every last millionaire bears his soul for this brotherhood, and those who are lucky enough to witness it, well, their lives and their businesses are never the same afterwards. And the only reason they come here to share what they share is because this same brotherhood is what put them where they are right now. This meeting is to test their allegiance. Now, the strategies spewed during these meetings on the outside probably seem ridiculous, yet the results they produce are second to none. And it's the only place where you're ever going to find them. They aren't shared in any products or in any forums or other groups. This is the only time and the only place that these secrets are even being aired out. You must understand, the kings come to play here. The kings of the internet. Now, I'm talking about people making stupid money. And they're all there, the shadow millionaires, just giving it to you straight, exactly what they did, what they do now, and what they're going to do tomorrow. Now today, we're going to unleash the private video archives of these meetings, of everything they've shared over the past 4 years. For 4 years now, we've been archiving these strategies and secretly applying them to my own business. And I've watched as those in attendance did the exact same thing. From the outside, you probably didn't notice anything happening, but from the inside of the group, we could see as the rich got richer. And all these secret meetings, they've been vaulted up. And now that vault is open to you, the new generation of DotComSecrets X. It's like having a crazy old successful coach's playbook, which can instantly launch you from success to superstar. You will take a virtual seat at that table, but not receiving all their old strategies, but actually being there for future meetings as well, via SpyCam. In fact, the next meeting is about to take place again in just a few months, and you're going to have a virtual place at that table to watch this meeting of the millionaires, a table that 99.9% of marketers will never even see, and only 3% of marketers even know that it exists. Now, if you're like most members, here's what's likely going to happen to you your first few weeks of implementing the elite strategies inside. First off, you'll learn the strategies you need so your inbox can be flooded with sales notifications. In fact, you're probably going to have old aunts named Betsy coming out of the woodwork that you didn't even know existed because somehow they got wind that you've got a stash. Now, I've seen it before, so don't be surprised. It's all going to happen quickly. And people around you will react in ways that you may not like. Be prepared for aggressive requests to share, to let them get involved. But don't worry because you're going to be well prepared for that. You're going to know and understand that the secrets of the High Council stay inside the High Council. You're going to have that power to keep a secret because it's a power you'll have by feeding off of the other members, which is the beauty of the Council. We're all experiencing all this at the same time, going through it together, changing our lives together. So if you've ever wondered if there was a back door to making easy money online, I've just swung that door wide open for you. But it doesn't stay open for long. So you need to ask yourself this: are you in? Okay, good. Now that I know that you're in, we've got to talk about the price. And yeah, you're going to have to pay to get your way in. But those are the breaks until you've got seniority. Now, as I mentioned before, we don't need your money. But if word leaked out that we were actually giving these videos away at any price, those who paid $18,000 to be in the room, Well, they'd probably be a little angry, and things could get dangerous. So anything less than $18,000 would be a steal. But I'm not going to charge $18,000 for this. Not because it's not worth it, but because we're preparing you to become part of this group. Before you can be part of these meetings live, you have to know what they know, by making the type of money that they are making. If you walked into that meeting today without this essential knowledge, you would not fit. But after you've been prepared, they will accept you as a brother, and that's when the major changes will happen for you. So I'm not going to charge you the $18,000 that others paid to be there. I'm not going to charge you $10,000 that a lot of you were probably expecting. I'm not even going to charge you $1,000. In fact, I'm going to give you access to these videos for just $297. Now, it's probably a good time to remind you that if you hate these decisions about whether to buy or not, you better do this. Because when you buy into the council, you don't have that anxiety ever again. You never waste another penny on the wrong product again in your life. You don't buy garbage. It just doesn't happen. You don't get scammed. It just doesn't happen. You don't get off track. In the council, we know and we do. Unlike 90% of the internet, we don't make it up as we go along. It's time to play with the big boys. And remember, a jack takes orders, a queen gives them. Now it's time to go beyond for yourself. And the beauty of the queen is she doesn't have to create the power, she just needs to marry into it. That order button is your in. Get ready to feel the full power of the internet. The button is down below, and you've got less than 15 seconds to decide if you want to use it, and then this video will be over.